Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to teach you how I take care of my handbags so that you can wear them for a very long time. Welcome everyone. If you're new to me, my name is Michelle. I am a former client advisor for Louis Vuitton. I am a handbag and fashion lover, and I own a lot of handbags. So there are different ways that I store them, take care of them, treat them. Also, with the advice that I learned from working for the brand Louis Vuitton itself, this is the advice we would give to clients as they were purchasing their first handbag. Okay, so first of all, this is your bag. Do what you want with it, but use it and enjoy it. Now, I always compare it to a vehicle. In fact, even in store, we compared it to a vehicle. Are you going to run the wheels off of it and never clean it? Well, it's your bag, do what you want. Here is the first rule that people usually ask. How do I clean the bag? So this is my old vintage Speedy that I inherited. And let's talk about this first. Do you see how the handle, it has light and dark wear? It's much darker than when you get the bag in store. So this vachetta leather is untreated, and it's meant to tarnish, basically. It's meant to change color with the owner. The original idea of Louis Vuitton is that he created travel bags, travel accessories, travel trunks for travel, and the marks on the leather are intentional. It is so that the traveler gives its own characteristics to each bag. And I know some of you don't like the look of my worn leather handles. I actually quite like the look of vintage bags. But I also understand if you have a brand new bag, you probably want to keep it as nice and smooth for as long as you can. Any type of moisture that gets on the untreated leather is going to most likely cause a color change, whether that's a spot of water or a lot of water. If you want to increase the rate of its darkening, you could give it a little suntan. I've heard of people rubbing olive oil on it, but honestly, none of that was recommended in the store, and personally, I don't recommend it either. Now, we do have a boot and shoe care that I use to clean the bag after it has patinaed, after it has developed its honey color. That's called a patina. If you put this on before it finishes patina, this is basically a liquid. It's going to absorb the liquid and your bag will change color. Don't take any of this like, oh my gosh, I have to do this or I have to do that. Because all you have to do is enjoy your bag. If you want to keep the oils from your hands off your bag, use a bandeau, because we've got oils. We have lotion, we touch things, and you don't realize how dirty your hands get until you look at your bag handle. Now also, this material, this is a beautiful vintage thick canvas bag, is made to behave like leather. It is advised if your bag, if she's been a dirty girl and you've been out in the elements, say you've put it down on the floor at the airport, it was suggested, this is by Louis Vuitton management, that you just put a little water on a microfiber cloth and wipe your dirty girl down. And that's it. Let her dry. Now damp, not soaking wet, just a damp cloth. Now if you want to condition your canvas, which I do periodically, this behaves like leather, and quite honestly, treat it like your skin. You would lotion your skin out of a shower. So we're going to use the same boot and shoe care. Squeeze a little onto your cloth, a dry part of the cloth, and then you can give her a little rub down. And it's also useful if you have a little stain, or sometimes if your bag has been in the closet, it might get a little mildew stain, which will look white against a brown bag. You can just use that same boot and shoe care and wipe that off. So I will kind of condition the bag periodically if I've been using it a lot. While we are here are some other examples. So I love vintage bags. I only have vintage bags. This one was hardly used. It's in fabulous, fabulous condition. And I'm going to tell you some do's or don'ts. This one was bought very used. You can see how dark her exterior is. And I did replace her strap. So her strap looks a little newer, and I have not treated this one at all. It's probably like 4 years old now. So you can see the process, how much more used this part is. And like I said, I like it that way. Not everybody does. It doesn't bother me. Some things to know, these bags came to me in all different conditions. So this is your Speedy. I have a big dust bag that she fits in. And inside here is just regular newspaper. When this bag came to me, actually, she was in the closet so long that she did have kind of like a musty odor. And I tried to air her out until a friend told me to put newspaper in there because the carbon will absorb the smells. And then it's also good to like just keep the bag propped up nicely. Some people use a bag pillow, some people use charcoal packets, whatever works for you, okay? There's a lock on the edge here. It is honestly advised that you take that off, put it in the little pouch and stick it inside the bag. That's way it doesn't oxidize or anything, but again, it's been there so long that it doesn't bother me anymore. Now this little bag, I bought her from eBay Japan, and yeah, she was dirty, she was stinky. I actually submerged her in water because I was just so worried of like, what kind of cigarette lounge was she hanging out in? I submerged it in water, rinsed her out several times. It was dirty, and then I stuffed it with newspaper. So now it smells fine. So yeah, that was a process, but she was bought pre-loved, and most pre-loved bags, honestly, I will give them a bath. Okay, now this is sometimes hard for people to understand. As a bag lover and someone with a huge closet, my clothes, my shoes, and my bags get rotated. This was something we always talked about on the Louis Vuitton sales floor. Like if you use your bag every single day, it's going to wear a lot faster, obviously, than the person who doesn't use her bag every single day. It's literally like wearing the same pair of shoes every single day. It is going to wear faster. There are some of you who don't like to hear that. Like, why would I buy a bag if I didn't use it every single day? So these are just some of the things, the lingo we use to explain like why some bags might wear more than others, because trust me, people came in after wearing their bags for 15 years and it's like hanging by a string and they're like, I hardly use this. Ma'am, we know you're lying, okay? That's just one of the rules we like to say of like, make sure you rotate your bag, have a collection. It was probably also a way to say, buy 3 or 4 bags so that you could rotate them. You don't have to have one bag for all of your outfits. And as a rule of style, no, please do not expect one bag to match all of your outfits, just like you wouldn't expect one pair of shoes to wear with everything. Just FYI, that's another request that people make that I honestly think is a mistake. It's like, actually, there's no bag that suits everything. I mean, you might, but it might not look the best. And if you're going to purchase a Vuitton, you might as well aim for it to look as good as it can be with certain outfits, but it can't be for everything. Treat your bag like you would treat your skin. Exposed sunshine, putting it like in direct sunlight, the lotion. Another thing, we advise, do not store your bag in the orange box. I know people think that's the way to do them. Also, don't store them in a plastic bin. It will get musty and it could get sticky. You want to treat the bag like your skin. You want it to breathe. So the suggested and ideal way to store your bag is, here's my original dust bag. I've got the newspaper inside the bag, and I put the whole thing in the dust bag, and then she just sits on the shelf like this. Or I'll put her in a top drawer, like not a stuffed drawer, but a drawer where she won't be crushed. And I'll put her in there, either lying down or I'll put her on top of the dresser, just standing up like this. And the dust bag helps so that, say I have a pink bag and a white bag next to each other. Like I have bags next to each other there. If you shove them in the closet, and sometimes they stick together, you could end up, let's say, let me use a different color. I have like a dark navy Marc Jacobs patent blue bag. If I squish that up against a light colored bag and they don't have dust bags, there could be humidity one day. And then I go to my closet to use one of those bags and it's stuck to her sister, and now this one has blue marks on it. So these are just things you want to be aware of. I know some people don't care and they're like, I'll just get another bag. But some people do care. Proper care of your bag. Now, I also have another trick. I use hangers, and you can use baby hangers too, because it's a small thingy. And there you go, stick it in the closet. And here, let me show you another little trick. That way, it keeps its shape and it doesn't get crushed. So inside of this bag, it's got the crossbody strap and it has a dust bag. This is not her dust bag, it's a different dust bag that has a drawstring on top. So here is what I'll do. There you go. She's in her little dust bag drawstring. And the hanger goes through the handle, and there you go. Then I can hang her in the closet. She's protected from dust. She's protected from touching other things. And it's hanging in the closet, so she's not going to lose her shape. Okay, on my list, I preluded to this. I use twillies on every single handbag, because I like the way they look. They get a lot of compliments and it keeps the handle clean no matter what. Whether it's treated leather or not, as much as I can, any handle that I'm going to hold with my hand, even if you think your hands are clean, there's always something you're gonna grab, touch. Yeah, you can see in the video attached here, like with this particular one, I start in the middle and wrap them down the ends. This is a practice. If you want practice with this, I do have my new platform, the handbag.exchange, to buy, sell, and trade handbags, but I also will be giving lessons on how to style your bag, and we'll also be doing live sessions for your Q&As, all stuff that we can't do here on YouTube. The twillies, yes, I did have to learn that in the store, so I became an expert at tying twillies on people's bags or bandeau or whatever you want to call it. And honestly, it's a lot like braiding hair. I also know how to style hair, updos and stuff. So you have to kind of manipulate it so that it fits your handle. And because I have that eye, sometimes I'm walking around and I'm looking at someone's twilly like, oh, I really want to fix that for her. Anyways, it's just something personally I use, and they don't have to be expensive. They did sell them at Vuitton. It was $280 when I was working there for a little piece of silk, which you can find on Amazon for like 15 bucks, something like that. I've listed them in the description. They change all the time, but the ones I end up getting are so cute and they get sold out, but you can find those all the time. Okay, now last on the list, wear your bags. They are meant to be enjoyed. Do not save them for special occasions. Honestly, when my mom passed, I inherited 2 watches, 2 handbags, 2 Louis, 1 Gucci, and then I was like, I never even saw her wear these things. So even if you don't think there's a special occasion, like waking up and going to the grocery store is a special occasion. If you woke up today, congratulations, because somebody else did not. If you got in your car, if you got on your phone, if you drove to the store, somebody somewhere else doesn't have those privileges. So the bags are meant to be enjoyed, and I love helping people style their bags, wear their bags, what to wear it with. If that's something you'd like to see more of, let me know in the comments and we'll make that happen. So lastly, if you're to this part of the video, guys, thanks so much for joining. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to join my new platform, the handbag.exchange. I listen to all of your comments. So the handbag.exchange will be the place where you can trade handbags with other members or buy or sell from other members. And again, I will be there for live Q&As, handbag chit chat, styling sessions, and anything you request. Honestly, I'm quite open for suggestions. So be sure to click the link below and we'll let you know when the platform is officially open. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.